Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. It's your girl, Bougie Chef, Chef AC, lip gloss poppin' from Eat Your Heart Out Catering by Chef AC. I'm back. I told you all earlier I did a video letting you all know that I was coming back live doing the food segments. Everybody was asking me, hey, when you gonna do your food segments? We miss you on the food segments. Well, guess what? I am back. So with my lives, I'm going to try to do it again on Sundays. But since I'm bringing it back today, I just decided to do it today. But I will be doing them on Sundays again between like 3 and 5. Haven't came up with an exact time. It will be after the holidays. So make sure that you all tune in for my lives. I did restart my YouTube page. Make sure you all follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me. Go watch the videos. There's some old videos up there from previous foods, and there's going to be some current ones. I will drop that link in the comments. Make sure you all share my video, share my YouTube page. Go to my business page, Eat Your Heart Out Catering by Chef AC. Make sure you all like that page. I do have a food group called Tasty Tuesdays, Saucy Saturdays, and more. That group is just basically keeping you all abreast on when I do dinners, just different food things, educational food things. Feel free to put your food in there. Feel free to ask questions. It's just all about having fun. So with that being said, let's get down to the nitty gritty. We are doing honey garlic, honey garlic butter chicken thighs. So they were leg quarters, but I cut the legs off of them. I just left this one on so you all can see because this is a little baby leg. So let me get the ingredients. So we have 2 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of butter, garlic, brown sugar, smoked paprika, fresh minced garlic, honey, salt and pepper mixture, and then my herbal mixture right here. So these are our seasonings and what we're cooking with. So we are making a sauce. I do have to make sure my lip gloss is popping. Is my lip gloss popping, Elise?
Yeah.
Hunty. Gotta have fun while you're cooking. It's all about fun, y'all. And sometimes when I cook, I like to do 2 things. 1, I like to have a glass of wine because it's relaxing. And 2, I turn on music. When I'm doing my prep, I turn on a little gospel music, get me in the mode, get my thoughts together. Then when I start cooking, I get some R&B going, probably some hip hop stuff. You know, I like Post Malone. I like a little bit of Drake. I love Jay-Z. You know, trying to get my get my blood pumping through the kitchen or whatever. So today I'm having me a glass of red wine. By one of my favorite wines, Stella Rosa. It is red. People might say, oh, that's not real wine. I'm not a dry wine type of chick. I like the sweet wines, and I really like all the Stella Rosas. I've had about 6 different ones, and I love them. Anybody joining us yet, Elise?
D1 Johnson, Latoya Status, Kevin Jenkins, LaShonda Kent, Ashley Chapman, she waved. Tanika Foltz, she said, hey boo. And yes, it's poppin' boo, LOL.
Ha ha ha. Hey Dayon. Hey Ashley. Hey Tanika. Who else is on there? I missed somebody.
Brandon Robertson.
Hey Brandon. Hey boo.
Tony Jackson.
Hey nephew.
Claudine Fleming. Tysus. I don't know how to.
Claudine. Claudine.
N-E? Yeah.
Okay, Claudine. And who else?
That's it.
Sorry if my daughter's botching y'all names. Charges to her head, not to her heart. But I want to just say what's up to everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Yes, I'm about to have me another sip of wine. If you like sweet wine, y'all, go get the Stella Rosa. Stella Rosa Premium. Nope. Stella Rosa Platinum. White wine good. This red is good. Black is good. Jewel has it. Kimbark Liquors have it. It's not an expensive wine. It's about $12.99. When Kimbark Liquors have it for $9.99, I buy about 6 bottles. Delicious. I got a feeling Elise got something else to say before I get going.
Dora Davis is watching.
Hey, Mr. Terman. You always going to be Mr. Terman. So
Tina Armstrong is watching.
hey Tina, all the way from Kentucky. So normally, y'all, I'm a hands, or I wash my hands, and I like to touch the food with my hands because I just feel like I get the feel of it. But unfortunately, I got on nails, and I don't want all the stuff, all of my nails, the grit and grime and stuff. So, and because we're dealing with raw poultry too, I just really hate wearing gloves because my hands are so little they never fit. So I might not end up with the gloves on. But anywho, blah. So I got my chicken. People tell you to rinse the chicken and everything. You don't have to rinse your chicken. One, because you're gonna cook the bacteria off of it. Two, you want to keep some of them enzymes on your chicken. So we're gonna take our seasonings, which is the smoked paprika, which gives a good flavor and is gonna give it good color. Sprinkle some of that on there. I might go back and do the legs too. And then we're gonna do some garlic because it is garlic chicken.
Tanisha Sanders is watching. Shanice Neal is watching.
Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. And then we're gonna do salt and pepper. I'm just gonna mix all this up together. You can use whatever seasoning your heart desires. If you want to do seasoning salt, more power to you. I do adobo, excuse me. I use a lot of that on my meats or whatever. I'll add a little more.
Tasha Cobra is watching.
Hey Tasha, thank you all for tuning in. Put some more of that on there. Just mix it all up together. Do a little more salt and pepper. Kosher salt is much better when you all are cooking. Told y'all these gloves ain't gonna work out because guess what? My hand's too little. I always tell y'all when y'all starting to use a skillet, never put food in a cold skillet. I'm gonna put the butter in first. We're gonna let that melt down. We're gonna take this and we're gonna throw this away.
Judy Hunter is watching.
So while we're waiting for that butter to melt down, let's talk a little more. I'm sorry, y'all. The wine is off the chart. I'm telling y'all, y'all better go get y'all a bottle. Let's talk a little more. So I'm going to start doing Suggestion Wednesdays. So Suggestion Wednesdays is basically, I'm always asking, what do you all want to see me cook? That's going to be my Suggestion Wednesdays. I need you all to tell me what you all need me to cook. Now, so far, I've gotten lobster, macaroni and cheese. I've gotten 3 meat, 4 cheese lasagna. I've gotten 3 meat, seafood meat, and pasta. Somebody challenged me to that. But that's great. But what I want you all to do is I want you all to show me something that you all seen that you want me to cook. And I'm going to do it live. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to say I don't care what it is. But if I can't do it, I'm not going to do it. But you all need to give me at least a week or so to go get the ingredients and everything. And I'm going to come on here on a Wednesday evening. And I'm going to go ahead and cook it on up. And we're going to see if we can make it do what it do. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Excuse me. But that's why I like to do the lives. I like to do the lives because you all see if I mess up. You all see when I stumble and fumble over my words versus where I can come to you with a video, edit it, and everything will be peaches and cream. But guess what? When we cook, it's not always easy. It's always mess up, so whatever. So make sure you all, again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am on Twitter. I am on Instagram, Facebook. Find me. I do full-fledged catering, partial catering, $10 hollers on Tuesdays, Tasty Tuesdays. I'm out here, y'all. Support your local black business.
Tay Aqua Luster is watching. Tanika Folk said, Sharvika said, hey, she miss y'all.
Hey, tell my daughter I miss her too. Mwah. So.
Silver Surfer CEO is watching. David Brown is watching.
Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, just the FYI, I've never made this before either. So this was something new that I done put together or whatever, you know. So we gonna see. So I'm gonna use a cast iron skillet. Come on, let's go look at the skillet. Going throwback, cast iron skillets. They say cast iron skillet cook the best. Got my butter off in here. I'm not gonna fry it with any type of cooking oil, just straight. straight butter. And we're going to brown it on all sides. So let's see. So we're going to start off by putting the pieces up in here. Turn up the flame a little bit. Get this going.
Jeffrey Hubbard is watching. Silver Surfer said, I don't know how to say that word.
What word?
Cragering.
What?
I don't know how to say the word.
Let me see. Cragering? Just like you said it. What's cragering?
David Brown says she have her job back, LOL.
Yes, Elisa's back, Dad, Lil Dave. She back. Lil Dave be rooting for you, Lee. He be rooting for you. So we're going to put all these pieces in here like so. We're going to try to put all these pieces up in here like so. We're going to see. Put this one up in here like this. That's the wrong way. Turn this around like this. And we're going to let that cook like so. So, does anybody have any questions for me while we're letting that chicken get to cracking down? Any questions, any comments? Any questions, any comments? Anything you're confused on? Let me know.
David Brown said that's the best pan to ever have.
Dave, you are 100% right. Yeah, y'all, I can't let go of the glass. It's so fast, I can't let go of the glass. To be honest, I didn't even have cast iron skillets. I was actually looking for some for a while. And I found some, I want to say, I think at Target. But I didn't feel like it was going to be the same effect as having an old one. So when my mom passed and I was cleaning out her house, she had 2 of them. And I know these are like throwback because they got all the little grit and grime and all that type of stuff on them. They're seasoned. So they're very good too. My mother used to bake cakes in these cast iron skillets. My mother she was a baker, but she wasn't a baker like they bake now with all the fancy and the authentic custom cakes. She was just regular straight chocolate, vanilla, walnut type of cake. And she used to bake her cakes in the cast iron skillets. And when I say the cakes were the bomb.com, they were the bomb.com. But everybody say that the cast iron skillet is the best thing to fry chicken in. So, and then you can put this in the oven. So, that's what we use that. I'm also going to saute up some green beans for you all. I love sauteed vegetables. I really don't like to boil my vegetables. I like to saute my vegetables because when you boil your vegetables, you're boiling all the good stuff that's on the inside of them. And in my house, we eat all kinds of vegetables. We eat broccoli, we eat green beans, we eat peas, we eat Brussels sprouts. Y'all know I done showed y'all plenty of videos of fresh Brussels sprouts. Not the frozen one, fresh Brussels sprouts. I guarantee you, if you have me cook your vegetables, you will eat them. You be like, I don't eat this and I don't eat that. And it's so funny when people say that because they say that and then I cook something. They be like, oh, well, what was that? I'm like, that stuff you said that you weren't going to eat or whatever. So while this was cooking, we're actually going to season up the legs. So I'm going to do the legs next.
Silver Surfer CEO said, how long and what's the final results? Missed the beginning.
How long for what? I can't give you the final results until after it's done. But the whole process probably takes, and you have to put it in the oven, so it takes about 25 minutes. So with that being said, you have to watch the rest of the video. Because if I tell you, then why are you watching?
Joanne Blake is watching.
Hi Joanne, thank you for tuning in. We are making honey garlic butter chicken thighs. They were leg quarters that I cut up. So we have those going right now. We're just actually doing the legs right now. I'm getting the legs going. season these up really good. Thank you all for all tuning in today. Appreciate you all. We're actually going to make some sauteed green beans with this recipe too. Make sure that you hit up my friend Lil Dave. He makes pizzas, $22 pizzas. He's probably in here commenting somewhere. Actually, he did comment. Make sure you hit him up for the pizzas. I'm always supporting my people. My best friend Cece and his wife Neighbor, Texas Toast Catering. My best friend Nikki, she's a certified travel agent. She sells $5 jewelry. My sister Dina, she does royal treats. She does the fancy cakes. She does all the dipping of the Rice Krispies and the strawberries and all that good stuff. You know, hit them up, y'all.
Silver Surfacio said, "Oh snap, I want a leg." He said jerk pizza.
You have to ask Dave about pizzas. That's not my MO. You have to inbox him. So let me see what this chicken looking like, y'all. So you want to make sure you get a nice brown crust. Always when you're cooking with your skillet, make sure the skillet is out. The handle is away versus inside. You want to put it out here. And make sure when you touch it, it's not hot. Now I do turn it around this way because it's easier for me, but I will turn it back out. So let's see if the chicken is browning. It's getting a nice little brown on it, so we're gonna leave it for a little while longer so you get good and brown. Anytime you want something nice and brown, I always suggest putting a little paprika on it. Smoked paprika tastes so delicious. So delicious.
Destiny Johnson is watching.
Shout out to my assistant, Destiny. She's doing an awesome job with keeping up with my Facebook page, making me aware, bringing the information to you all. I love her. I appreciate everything she does. And let me show you, Destiny, what I bought for you, boo. I bought the defrosting tray. This is yours. Y'all, this tray actually works. I was skeptical. My auntie posted it on Facebook. Didn't know if it worked. Went to the store one day. It was there. I went and bought it. I don't have no complaints.
Nikki Miss Goody Johnson is watching.
Also, yeah, I'm here. I've got another glass. Also, I did a contest. Drum roll. Anyway, I did a contest, and the contest was you have to go like my business page. You can only have one entry, and you have to name the 3 items that I cooked in the month of March and April. Well, the winner of that contest was Larry Haskell. So shout out to Larry. You are the winner. You will be receiving a free meal from Tasty Tuesdays. I will be contacting you for your meal and letting you know that you are the winner. It was ribeye steak, it was wings, and it was salmon. Those were the three meals that I did, and he won. I will be having another contest for the month of July, so stay tuned for the contest for July. And you can also win something. The prizes will be different. It won't be the same thing. Every go around it will be something different. So you all just keep watching and keep supporting.
James Humphreys is watching.
Hey James.
Destiny Johnson said, "I love you too." Yes, thank you, TT.
I'm gonna put this over like this. See how pretty it looks, y'all? That looks real pretty, don't it? Let me slap this over a little bit. Looks good, y'all. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Looking good. So, with that being said, thank you for everybody that entered the contest. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank you, thank you. It's a pleasure that people took time to do the research and look for the answer. It made me excited because it did give you a chance to kind of go back through my pages and everything. It was just, you know, an awesome idea. Remember, you all can always look for my hashtag Eat Your Heart Out, hashtag Chef AC, hashtag Bougie Chef, and now hashtag Lip Gloss Poppin'. Yes. My executive producer just walked in the building. He making sure everything on point. My kids are my biggest critics. They're young adults now. They let me know when the food ain't right, when it don't look right, when something ain't right. They let me know. They get it all together, and I appreciate their criticisms because your family is your hardest critics. They're your hardest critics. But look how beautiful that chicken is, y'all. It's so pretty. It's golden. It's golden up really good. Really pretty brown. All the browning of it. And that's like, it's called caramelizing it. So we're just kind of caramelizing the chicken. We're kind of searing in the flavors and everything. It just looks so lovely and yummy. And we're actually going to use this cast iron skillet to bake off the chicken when the time comes. So we're going to brown the other side for a little bit longer. Then we're going to take that out. We're going to put the legs in there. But then I'm going to actually do the, I'm going to show you all how to saute off these green beans. I'm going to definitely show you all how to saute off these green beans. So y'all, the bloopers and blunders. The bloopers and blunders. I'm going to have, I keep telling y'all, I'm going to have some guests. I'm going to bring some guests in the building. So be looking for it. If you're interested in being a guest on one of my Sunday lives, meaning that you come over here, you're going to help me cook. We're going to sit down, we have a meal, you're going to taste it for yourself. Inbox me. It's honestly, seriously, this is like really serious. If you are interested in being on one of my Sunday lives, inbox me. We're going to start this after the holiday because I got to let the holiday go through. Also, you all, I am going on a mini vacation, so I will not be available until July 6th. So, unfortunately, if you want any food orders, any catering orders, I will not be available until July 6th. So you can reach back out to me on July 6th and we can discuss your event. So we're going to go ahead and take this chicken out just for now. We're not going to drain it because we need the buttery effects of the chicken.
James Humphrey said, I see you, Miss Lady.
Hey, James. So we got somebody else from Kentucky in the building. I feel a little universal. I got some out-of-towners on my page. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. So now we're going to add these thighs on here. These legs, excuse me. Again, I'm doing honey, garlic, buttered chicken. I cut the legs off of the thighs and cooked them separately. Overcrowd. We seasoned it very well with salt and pepper, smoke, paprika, and butter. Again, we use a little bit of garlic, which is gone. We use salt and pepper, which is a combination, paprika. The rest of this will be for our sauce when we get ready to make our sauce. We're having a glass of wine with Stella Rosa. Very good. For those who, if you like wine, Cooper Hawks has a very good wine club. Two that I like are Winter Red Winter White and Romance Red. Wine is very good when it's warmed up. You should try warm wine. It's going to get you a little tipsy a little quicker, but it's very good. They have an excellent sangria also. Also, sometimes sweeter wines, they classify as a dessert wine. So if you like a sweet wine, you don't want to use Stella Rosa. You don't want to use Stella Rosa. You don't want to drink Stella Rosa. One thing you should one thing you should have is some type of dry white wine, some type of dry red wine, because some recipes calls for dry or red wine. Me personally, I don't buy a dry or white wine or red wine, getting tongue-tied, that I'm going to drink. I usually get one that I'm not going to drink. But it's good for cooking things and it's good for seasoning things. Let's go back over here and look at these legs again.
Curtis D. Patterson is watching.
Hey Curtis, thank you. Thank you for all the support that you've given me.
Jessica Rump is watching.
Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate you all. I appreciate the support. Please, again, make sure you go and like my business page. Make sure you share it. Get on my group, Tasty Tuesdays, Saucy Saturdays, and more. My YouTube channel, make sure you all subscribe to that. I will put all the links in the comments. I'm also doing meal prep. So if you're interested in a meal prep, make sure that you let me know. I do have a new client named Mr. Carter, who I did a hen for. I did smothered chicken. I did pan-seared salmon. I did a few things for him and he's very satisfied. So if you're interested in meal prep meals are about $12 and you have to have a minimum of 3. It doesn't have to be 3 in the same week, but it does have to be a minimum of 3 if you want to order. So that's an option. We sit down, we come up with a meal plan together. I do healthy eating. So if you're interested in healthy eating, I do have what I call my combo pack. And in my combo pack is a detox water, it's a chicken wrap or vegetable wrap, and then your choice of a salad. And it's $30. You get all 3 together. So if you're into healthy eating, that's my little healthy starter pack. I can also sit down with you to try to find out a fitness plan that meets your needs. Again, make sure you all share my videos, share my posts, share everything. We're doing honey garlic butter chicken.
Tank Jackson is watching.
Hey Tank. Hey Jax.
Ashley Nicole is watching.
Hey Ashley. So we're gonna go ahead and flip this chicken. Oh, if I can get it flipped. Be careful, y'all, because sometimes the chicken's thick. Sometimes a rubber tongs might not be the best suggestion. I do have a pair of metal ones too, but I like the rubber ones. Again, make sure you invest in a good cast iron skillet. One way, if you decide to buy you a cast iron skillet and it's a new one, you can actually break in your cast iron skillet. You can do a few things. You can take a little bit of cooking oil and seasoning salt. It might sound weird, but it's not. Put it in, heat up the cast iron skillet until it's super hot. Add some oil in it. Not a whole lot, just a little oil, a little seasoning salt, or any type of seasoning, and let it cook. It's called seasoning. Throw it in the oven. That helps to start working the seasoning into these pots, the skillets, and that's why they work so well. Here's our first batch of chicken. Looking good. We're going to finish it off in the oven. Looking good.
Monette is watching. Monette is watching.
Hey, daughter. How are you, daughter? How's my babies doing? I hope they're fine. I'm glad y'all safe. For those of you all who just tuned in, I am back doing my live cooking segment. Just so happens today is on a Monday, but it will be on Sunday. But I will have suggestion Wednesdays for you all. Make sure you all get you a glass of wine. Wine and music. Put everybody out the kitchen. If you get in the kitchen, you get in the zone and you do what you got to do. If you ever have a question about cooking, whatever it may be, reach out to me. I don't know what I always say I don't know it all, but I'll get the answer for you all. I most definitely will. I kept all of my culinary books. They're helpful to me. They can be helpful to you all. Make sure that when you're drinking white and red, some wines go with certain things. It depends on the meal. Certain wines complement certain things. I chose a red wine because we're eating dark meat, so I chose the red wine. That would have went good. If we were doing like a fish, I probably would have chose maybe a white wine to go. So let's look at this chicken. Still trying to cook this chicken out. Again, don't worry about the chicken not being completely done because we're going to put it in the oven to finish it off. We're just trying to get a nice little coat on the chicken. And we're going to do green beans. Again, I keep telling you all, you don't have to spend a lot of money or have all these brand name products to make a meal good. Leg quarters work wonders if you like dark meat. Leg quarters are not expensive. You can get a 40-pound bag of chicken legs for like $8 if you like dark meat. I bought a 20-pound bag of leg quarters for $8. Excuse me. So, and they're not the great big ones. Be careful. Let me say this. Be careful when you all buy these huge chicken wings, these huge leg quarters, because sometimes that stuff is injected, and you want to be careful on what you put in your body. So, I was doing those big chicken wings, but then I found out a lot of people was like, I really don't eat the big chicken wings. So, I'd rather have smaller chicken wings and give you 5 chicken wings versus these huge, chicken wings or whatever. So, just keep that in mind. The leg quarters might not be, but if you can see, they were big enough for me to cut the the thigh part off of them and have whole legs. So we're still going to cook that on up. So, for this particular dish, you might want to know, well, what size can I put with this? What can I put with this? What can I put with this? There's a few sizes you can put with this. Remember, green vegetables are always good. That's always a plus when you do green vegetables. So I recommend, for this particular dish, green beans. I recommend sauteed spinach. And I would recommend a zucchini. Good green beans. If you want to do a starch, I would say a mashed potato or possibly a rice pilaf. That would be a good combination for this meal because it's not a heavy, hearty meal. It's kind of light. It will be good if you're trying to impress somebody. Sweet and simple, it's not hard at all. It's just an awesome combination. It's really quick and easy. It's only taking me longer because I'm making more chicken. But technically, it probably wouldn't have took that long. So let's see what this chicken looks like. So we're gonna take this out of this skillet, and then we're gonna make the sauce for the chicken, and then we're gonna add the thighs back in. So let me find let me get something for the to put these thighs in. These legs in. Give me a second. Give me one second, y'all. Does anybody have any questions for me today? Ask us plenty. So this is question time, Q&A. Ask questions. So we're about to make our sauce. We're going to add some more butter to this because this is actually, we're going to pour some of this out because some of this is butter and some of this is grease from the chicken. And we don't want all of that.
Tiffany Denton is watching.
Hey Tiffany. So I'm going to pour some of this off of here because I don't want it too oily. doing today, guys. I am doing honey garlic buttered chicken. And y'all know I'm a wipe down type of person. So let me, while I'm putting this, let me put this up in here. Let me wipe down my stove. I don't like to have my stove all gross and filthy. I'm also going to do what is called demi-glace. Here's the chicken that I already fried up with some butter. We're going to put it in the oven to finish it off. So preheat your oven to 400. We're going to do what is called a demi-glace. And what a demi-glace is when you go in and you get all the goodness. This is where all the seasonings and good stuff is at down up in there. We're going to kind of scrape that up a little bit because we want that for our chicken. We want all that seasoning for our chicken. So just kind of scrape it up a little bit. And we're going to add some more butter to this because it is buttered garlic chicken. And this is about 3 tablespoons of butter. And I want a nice good sauce because we got a lot of chicken that we got to put the sauce on. We're going to turn down our fire a little bit because we don't want it to be high. So we're going to add this butter. It's melting. As you all see, I can turn down the fire because I don't want it to be like sizzling like this. So once the butter is melted, then we're going to add our garlic. We got about a tablespoon of garlic because again, we want these flavors to pop, y'all. So we're going to add our garlic. If you're a big garlic person like me and my family are, I'll use a lot of garlic because I was y'all. And we're going to cook this down. We're going to cook all this down. We're going to saute the garlic up so the garlic can get plenty of flavor while it's inside.
Brian Miles is watching.
We want to make sure that we wipe down our stove because this can get messy. Wipe down the stove. So as this is cooking, now we're going to add our brown sugar. We're going to add our herbs. So we're going to get, all this is going to be flavors. All this is going to be good flavors. I'm doing today, guys, honey garlic buttered chicken. Let me scrape up this chicken up in here because this is causing a mess. This is skin. You don't want the skin. Get the skin up out of here because it's causing too much of a mess. Then we're going to add our brown sugar. That's 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So we did 1 tablespoon of garlic. We did 1 tablespoon of herbs. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And then we're going to do our honey. Just to let y'all know, these are 4-ounce cups. I'm sorry, these are 2-ounce cups. Excuse me. I didn't mean to say 4 ounce. We're going to turn this all the way down on low. We're going to get all this mixed in together. All mixed in together. Once everything is marinated and mixed together for our honey garlic buttered chicken, we're going to add our chicken back up in here. And then we're going to put it in the oven. So we're going to cook our chicken off up in here for a little bit. But we turned it all the way down. Now we're going to put our chicken back in here. I always want to put it skin side down. Skin side. If I wasn't making so much chicken, I would actually, let's pull those juices off up in there. Mix those juices up a little bit. All that flavoring. If I wasn't making so much chicken, I would actually put this whole cast iron skillet in the oven. But because I'm making so much chicken, I'm just going to take it out and I'm going to put it in an actual cooking pan. I'm just going to kind of let that sit and let the juices flow through it. while I get my baking pan together. Guys, invest in you some parchment paper. This will save you a lot of build-up. This will save you a lot of mess. Get your parchment paper. Parchment paper. Look, parchment paper. See, I told y'all those bloopers. When you use parchment paper, you don't have to worry about anything sticking. You just pulled everything out. You can use it for baking, roasting, whatever. You can get this from Jewel. You can get this from Aldi. You can get this from Walmart. It's only about $3. And this one's particular one is like 45 square feet. So invest in that. But keep looking how that chicken is just simmering off in that. Nicely coated, and we're going to actually pour over the remaining on top of it. So what you do for the sauce was we put out a little bit of the liquid that was in the skillet after we cooked the chicken. Yep, flip on over, baby. And from that point we added 3 tablespoons of butter, and we let that melt down together. Then we added a tablespoon of garlic. You can add more garlic if you like. From that point, we added the herbs. We added herbs to it. Then we added 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And then we added honey to taste. And we just let it all cook down. And we put our chicken in there. So we just kind of like, you know, just want to pour it over it. And we're just going to let it slowly simmer. So now we got all that chicken coated. Make sure you all like my Eat Your Heart Out business page. Make sure you all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Join my group, Tasty Tuesdays, Saucy Saturdays, and more. Make sure you share this video. Share my business cards with my friends. All of the above. Again, for the contest, thank you all for who entered the contest. The winner was Larry Haskell. Congratulations. So we're going to take that chicken and we're going to actually put it in this pan. This is a 13 by 9 pan. You can do everything with this pan. You can bake with this pan. You can broil with this pan. You can do it all. Whatever you want to do. I done made brownies in this pan. I done made roast in this pan. It just works out that way for me. So we got more sauce. Don't worry about the look of it. It's gonna taste good. Sometimes things ain't all that pretty, but guess what? They taste delicious. The paper that I put down in there for you all that missed it is parchment paper. You can bake with parchment paper. It's kind of like a lining paper, or you can find lining paper. Sometimes you can use wax paper if it's oven safe. If it's microwave safe, you can use wax paper also, but I recommend parchment paper. So we're going to put the legs in here. We're going to add that juice up in there too. Putting the legs off up in here. I just did basic seasoning. The seasoning was just basic salt and pepper and smoked paprika for our actual chicken. But you can season it to where you like. You might want seasoning salt. You might want adobe seasoning. It's all personal choice. Just be careful. I use kosher salt or sea salt. That's a little better than iodine salt, so you always want to remember that. You might want to take a little spoon, make it easier to kind of get those juices on top of that chicken like this.
Tamika Berry is watching. Edward Davis is watching.
Hey brother, hey Tamika, thank you all for tuning in. I'm making honey garlic butter chicken today. I'm at the point where I'm doing my sauce. We're just kind of scooping the sauce on there. We're going to actually pour the sauce on it at the very end, which is going to be awesome. After I throw this in the oven at 400 degrees for 25 minutes, I'm going to actually saute some green beans. That's going to be the vegetable of choice today. I've also been talking about wines. Today I chose Stella Rosa wine. I chose Stella Rosa. It's a red wine. It's gonna go great with my meal. I've had about 2 or 3 glasses already. If you're nervous about what your sauce tastes like, you can always taste your sauce. A lot of times these recipes are no-brainers. So you just take a little bit of your sauce. I'm doing this because this is my family. In a normal situation, I would have tasting spoons.
Edward Davis says, looks good.
This sauce, y'all, is on point. Now, mind you all, I've never made this recipe before. This is the first time I did this. This is my own little thing I came up with. This is not something that somebody asked me to share. This is not something I've seen. This is what I created myself. So I just took things that I like, which is butter, honey, and garlic, and I put it together, and I actually made something.
P.M. Williams is watching.
Thank you for joining us, P.M. Williams. So we're going to flip this one more time, and then we're going to take this chicken and we're going to put it all in the oven. Again, if you're trying to figure out what sides to go with this, green vegetables always work. Long stem green beans. If you want to do some broccoli, I would steam some broccoli. I wouldn't recommend broccoli, but maybe some spinach. Even kale, Swiss chard. Swiss chards will go great with this. I'm going to have to bring you out some Swiss chards for those who don't know. Swiss chards will be great sauteed. Spinach will be great sauteed. Green beans. I like to saute my vegetables because I like to keep the nutrients in them. I don't like to boil my vegetables. So we're going to take the rest of this chicken.
Shamel Crowley is watching.
Hey cousin, how are you? Thank you for joining in today. Thank you everybody that tuned in today. I really appreciate you all. Please continue to support me, support my business. Please recommend me. Make sure you share my page. Hashtag Eat Your Heart Out. Hashtag Bougie Chef. Hashtag Lip Gloss Poppin'. So this is the sauce. Everything is done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this off. And I am actually going to switch some stuff around because we got to get this skillet going. So we're going to put this skillet here and this skillet there. Because remember, you always have to preheat your oven. You always have to preheat your oven, preheat your skillet. So we're going to preheat that skillet for the next item. So now we're going to take the remaining sauce and we're just going to pour it over it like so. We're going to make sure we get all of it. All the sauce on top of this chicken. And we're going to bake it off in the oven. It's going to be so good, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Yes. So now, I got the oven set for 350. We're going to take this chicken. We're going to put it in the oven. Again, you don't have to use parchment paper, but I choose to use a parchment paper, so therefore nothing sticks at the bottom. Foil is good, but sometimes foil will cook the food too quickly, and you'll have to spray it and do all kinds of stuff. Parchment paper doesn't do that, so we're going to put this chicken in the oven for 25 minutes. I made some macaroni and cheese. We're going to put that in the oven. The best starch to go with this dish would be like a rice pilaf or some mashed potatoes. So we're getting our skillet together. It's pretty hot for our sauteed green beans. So in my green beans,
Brian White is watching.
Hi Brian. In my green beans, I like margarine. I love margarine. I love butter. We're gonna put that up in there like so. Again, I like to wipe down as I cook. I don't wipe the stove about 50 times. But if you keep wiping it, then you don't have such a mess at the end of the night when it's time to cook, when it's time to clean up. So we're going to, where's my tongs? Clean off these tongs a little bit because we're going to use these for the green beans. And with the green beans, we keep it simple. It's just a little bit of garlic. It's going to be a little bit of salt and pepper and butter. That's it. That's all. Simple. Nothing major. Nothing hard. You can get extra fine green beans for $1.27, I think it is, a bag at Aldi. I told y'all I don't discriminate. When it comes down to shopping, I make the food taste the way I want to make it, not the brand name. So you can save money. I shop at Jewel. I love Jewel, one of my favorite stores. I shop at Walmart. I shop at Aldi. Every once in a while, I'll go grab something from Save-A-Lot. Save-A-Lot has, I don't eat pork. Save-A-Lot has turkey chops. So I go to Save-A-Lot and I grab turkey chops or whatever. So these are the green beans I use. I prefer frozen vegetables versus canned vegetables. But canned vegetables are good to have, excuse me, in an event of an emergency. You never know. So I'm not telling nobody not to buy no canned vegetables, because if something happens, power go out, whatever the case may be. If it's, you know, Walking Dead, Purge, whatever, you gotta have some vegetables in your house. Y'all got y'all wine? Y'all got y'all wine together? So this is the second part of what we're cooking on our menu. Our honey garlic chicken is in the oven. And now we're about to do our sauteed green beans. When you saute your green beans, you want to make sure that they keep having a nice color. You want a nice green color. And you want a little bit of crunch to them. So you don't want to cook them frozen. You want to make sure they're thawed.
Kathleen Guyton is watching. Brian White said, I just scratched my screen and can smell your kitchen.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Brandon Robertson said, I missed the chicken part.
What part of the chicken did you miss, Brandon? Let me show y'all what this chicken like to look like in the oven. Hold on, let me get my I don't want to burn myself. So our chicken is in the oven. This is what it's looking like so far. 25 minutes in the oven. Y'all see this looking good? Yes. So we're gonna do the chicken. We're gonna do that chicken in there while we're cooking our green beans. So we just put our green beans in some butter.
Patricia Callway is watching.
If you got a timer on your stove, utilize it. It helps. Then you ain't got to worry about like, oh my God, how many minutes is up in there? So I take my green beans and I get them sauteed in all the butter. And all of the butter. Since these are in there, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of them to it. Ain't no sense to leaving these little bitty ones. Get them all buttered up. When you're cooking with butter, I'm cooking with margarine. But when you're cooking with butter, be careful, because you have salted butter and you have unsalted butter. So you want to be kind of careful of that, because especially if you're worried about salt intake. So since I got everything nice and buttered, now we're going to add our seasonings to it. We're going to add our salt and pepper. Y'all might think there's a lot of salt, but y'all be surprised how it sucks up the salt. The salt can be to taste. Whenever you see in a recipe, if you ever have a recipe and it says TT, that's what means to taste. So you add the seasoning to your taste buds, period, point blank. Please don't get offended by what I'm saying, but if you know, teaspoon is TES or T, little t, tablespoon is TBL or big T. So if you're ever cooking something and you know, you're kind of confused on what's what, that's what it is. Always follow the recipe to the T and then tweak it the way you want to. Because what you want to do is you want to get what the recipe is calling for, because you're cooking something. So you want to make sure that it's that way. But do the recipe to the T and then add your extra stuff to it. Then we're going to add some garlic. We big garlic fast. Garlic is good for your heart, guys. And people be like, I don't want to eat garlic because I don't want to smell like that stuff. Let me tell y'all something. I cook everything with garlic. Everything. And I don't smell like garlic. I ain't never had nobody tell me I smell like garlic. Or whatever. So I just want to let y'all know that. Try to invest in grinders. Grinders are a little expensive. But grinders are actually pretty dope, because you're getting a fresher type of seasoning versus stuff that's already pre-packaged. So if you can get you a pepper grinder, that's awesome. Let me show you all my grinders that I have. I'm out of my sea salt grinder, but I got this grinder, black pepper corn grinder, stone meal. Got this from Aldi, y'all, like $1.50 something. It's great for grinding it. Great, see? Great for grinding. I found this. I've never seen a grinder for Italian vegetables. I bought this at Walmart. It was $3.49. When I say this was awesome, this was awesome. See? $3.49, and it's a grinder. Let me open it up so y'all can see I ain't lying. Grinder. Yes. And here go the black pepper one. And all my sea salt is gone. Sorry, y'all. It's like having fresh ingredients. Fresh is not bad. Fresh is actually pretty good. You know, it can get costly, but do what your pockets allow. The stuff is really not that expensive, you know, and it can last, you know, for a while. Again, I'm doing honey, garlic, butter chicken, and I'm doing the green beans. I'm sauteing up the green beans. I'm gonna add a little more pepper onto these green beans. Y'all see how they look? They looking good, y'all. They smell good too. Woo! So guys, basically that's gonna conclude this portion of it. I will come back with the finished product when it's all plated and looking good. Again, my name is Chef AC, Bougie Chef, Eat Your Heart Out Catering, Lip Gloss Poppin'. Today I did honey garlic butter chicken with sauteed green beans. Please make sure you like my business page, Eat Your Heart Out Catering by Chef AC. Follow me on Twitter, I'm lady_chef. Follow me on Instagram, I'm chef_AC1. Follow me on Snapchat, I'm lady_chef. Follow me on Facebook, I'm Anita Chapman. Follow my YouTube page, Chef AC. I'll drop all the links, everything. I'll drop them in the comments. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Stay tuned for Tasty Tuesdays when I come back from vacation. Suggestion Wednesdays. My first Suggestion Wednesday, I didn't tell y'all. My first Suggestion Wednesday is going to be a pasta boat. So what it is garlic bread. And I cut out the garlic bread and I make Cajun chicken pasta. And I make the garlic bread and I put the chicken pasta inside the garlic bread. I put cheese on top of it and I smack it in the oven and I pull it out. So make sure you all stay tuned for that. That will be, let me look at the calendar. So my first Suggestion Wednesday is going to be July 11th. Please stay tuned. I'm going to try to do things about the same time, about 6 o'clock in the evening. I will be doing my live segments for you all on Sundays between 3 and 6 o'clock. I will let you all know ahead of time. I will let you all get the ingredients if you're interested. Again, if you're interested in being a part of my Sunday food live segments, inbox me. You'll come over here. You'll help me cook. We'll taste the food. You'll let the people know what they're missing. I appreciate you all. Lip gloss popping. Get you a glass of wine. Turn on that Bluetooth and get it in. See you all in a minute. Have a great day.